Yo,
Merry Christmas, dude.
Merry Christmas Eve Eve.
Yeah, it'll be Christmas Eve when this comes out.
Nice.
My
We're
new.
gonna upload it tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
So this show we're dedicating completely to some caroling. I think is what we talked about doing. Just 30 minutes of carols, harmonizing.
Fuck, I'm not ready for that.
So... oh no! Oh no!
This- Whew.
Oh no!
You had me there. I was a little worried. I'm like, oh man.
Uh, well, listen, it's our second to last show of the year, and I think, everyone, what's on everybody's mind is what in the heck are we going to get in 2026? So, I know we've been talking about this on the last couple of shows, but has your opinion changed on anything? Are you veering more toward a chaotic, unpredictable, black pill-esque 2026? Or are you leaning more toward a white pill, optimistic, everything's gonna work out just fine and we're gonna get all-time highs again in 2026? Which way are you going?
We might see all-time highs, but I think we are headed straight into dystopia. AI, robot revolution, biometric digital ID, stablecoin mandatory usage, living out in the woods because that's the only safe place, dodging the the helicopters and the tech oligarch mercenary fighters that have invaded our country.
I
We're
saw
cooked.
a video the other day on the battlefront in Ukraine, and it was literally cavalry on a horse and drone attack. And if that doesn't summarize it, I don't know what does, right? That really hit home for me.
That's exactly right, dude. People running away on horseback while drones are chasing them.
Yeah. What a visual.
We're cooked.
So,
How much of the future do you think is going to be just running away from robots?
I'm not fucking running.
Yeah?
The robots are going to run from us. All right. That's been pretty. um, well, I think like spiritually running away from them, absolutely. And then that's something I'm fully committed to. Although I find myself using AI, kind of getting lulled into an AI addiction of sorts. It's replaced, how I would typically research anything, basically. Um,
Yeah,
so
we are ripe for the plucking. I mean, we're at the point where everyone trusts AI so much that it could tell you anything, and we'd be like, "Ooh, well, Grok told me this."
yeah, I
Like
loathe
we're
that.
already there. We're already at the place where people would trust AI before they trust a person who lived the experience.
Yeah, you're trusting an oracle, right? You're seeking the oracle, this modern
Oh,
oracle, and I see it in debates on X all the time when it's just a Grok debate. It's someone, Grok, is this true? Grok, uh,
yeah.
lay out the case why this. Grok, like, and it's like, are you guys just not capable of exercising a thought of your own?
Nobody is, dude. We're
Nobody
done.
is.
Nobody. We've outsourced it all. Please think for me. Make my decisions for me.
Yeah.
So the line between relying on AI and using AI is incredibly thin.
Right.
Like you can use AI all the time, but it's very hard to prevent that use from becoming reliance.
Yeah. What's the was it Chuck Palahniuk who wrote Fight Club? Maybe I'm butchering the last name, but in Fight Club, it's like the things that you own end up owning you.
Exactly.
And that's the same with any tech piece of technology. Uh, we were just talking about this with our phones. Phone used to be a tool. Great, now you can communicate instantly, make calls. Oh, now you get music on it. That's cool. Wow, now you get internet access. Wow, now you get all these apps. And then next thing you know, I mean, the phone is like the most important piece of technology in your life. And you can't go out of the house without bringing the phone.
You probably can't leave the room without your phone.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I struggle with that. I leave my phone in the office and I'm like, oh wait, I need my phone.
Right. You ever like go on X on your desktop and then you're like, well, let me check it on my phone and see if anything's changed, but on my phone. That's when you know
Yeah.
you've really steeped into the addiction territory of social media.
Oh man. I mean, 100% conviction rate.
I try to
Everybody
just leave
do.
it behind. I'll go on like I'll just spend time in the woods behind my house and I'll leave the phone behind. And sometimes I say, well, no, I could listen to an Audible, which would be good if it's like fiction and that could, that's its own experience. But at the same time, I want to create space and leave room for just like walking with my thoughts and listening to the sounds that are in the forest and stopping and just listening and seeing what's
That's
around.
that's good, man. You're smarter than the average bear, I think.
Well, I think it's just because I'm pretty retarded that
I don't think so.
I want to live a basic life because my
Maybe
little
simple
retard brain can't handle too much
now.
big think.
I think it's more simplicity. Maybe you crave simplicity.
I do. Yeah.
So why are you excited about 2026? Because I'm fully black pilled.
Well, I think that I think the back half of 2026, at least like maybe the next 2 to 3 years, are maybe venturing into like the roaring 20s era of the cycle,
Okay.
where things eventually will get really bad. I just don't believe that it'll happen in the next year. So I think it's going to get a lot better before it actually gets a lot worse. And I think we're all gonna, I feel like we're gonna, you're gonna pump the liquidity into the system. AI is gonna seem like it's thriving. Like we're winning the AI arms race. There's gonna be talks of robots in homes, and there's gonna be talk of, Bitcoin's gonna be, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then we're all gonna feel like we won. We're gonna, stock market's gonna be pumping. Metals are going to be everything is just going to be up. They're going to inject so much liquidity, everything's going to be up because they want to have the optics of that for a JD Vance administration. And but eventually the bill comes due. So I think we're going to have some good times. We're going to feel like we won, and then the rug's going to get pulled out from all of us. And
Okay. So
those
you have
that have been living an overextended lifestyle uh, are going to get wrecked.
so you've got a slow release black pill. It's not the
Yeah.
immediate.
I just have a longer time horizon with it.
I think I think that oh goodness. I don't think Trump's gonna I think he's gonna run in 2028.
You think you will?
That's yeah, that's my prediction. I think that he will find a way to run again. And I think JD Vance will be waiting in the wings beyond that. I don't think Trump's going to give up and say I'm ready to step down because I just think that the plans are to keep him in there. And I think certain powerful people are working on keeping him in there and upending what we've known to be our national traditions. I think all bets are off the table. I think this year was the AI trade and we funded the AI development. I think next year AI is going to penetrate every sector, and I think it'll be inescapable. And I think Trump will get. I think the midterms will probably go well for Trump, like you said, because he'll probably put a few things together on the economy, the money printing, lowering rates, getting his way. And I think that we're going to continue to see these tech companies grow to be too big to fail.
Mhm.
And I think that's the cage that we all get swept up into. And
Yeah.
I think, yeah, Bitcoin could go up to all-time high. Absolutely it will. I mean, 126,000. We're at 87.9 right now. And I think with the new year brings a lot of fresh optimism.
Yeah.
So I think Bitcoin rallies, and I think the macro factors push Bitcoin higher, but I don't think the world gets better. I think the people who have Bitcoin, they're fine. I think we're happy and we're fine. But I think the rest of the world is like absolutely fucked.
Yeah, I
Cooked,
could
cooked, dude.
I could get behind that. I think the AI bubble is the everything bubble because it touches energy, infrastructure, finance, tech, Bitcoin, real estate. I mean, it's everything like rolled into one. So the unraveling will be biblical.
Do you think it will unravel? I think the AI thing is like the internet. It might not be the companies that we see today, but I don't think the AI thing is going to go away. I think it'll only intensify, and then I think it will be, strategic to our national defense to
I
go
think there's
big
going to
into
be a
AI.
great culling. I think they're like because they're building data centers, building data centers like mad.
Right out here,
They're building these data centers, okay?
right
uh,
next to the Walmart.
they're building all these data centers, and man, they're just planning for so much demand that I don't know that they're going to be able to meet the demand and all the money they're putting into it. And I think that obviously AI will like stick around, but it's going to, I don't know. I have no idea what it's going to look like actually, but I don't think that it's unlikely that you see tons of vacant data centers in the next
No.
5 years. It's going to be creepy. There's going to be these deserted data centers that's just like, well, almost like oil fields that you can't, people just, you know, can't afford to pay the people to get the oil out of the ground anymore, so you just sort of like leave it there, and the rig's still there and everything. I don't know if that's how oil drilling works or if that even is even accurate, but
I
similar.
think that's right.
Yeah, 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 it's correct. We
It's definitely correct.
know.
Well, shoot, man. Yeah, I think it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on, take the white pill. 2026. I think it's gonna be. I think it's.
So, okay, here's the white pill. White pill is people understand that Bitcoin is the best asset, and the world scrambles to acquire as much of it as they can. So, whether it's self custody or in custody with a ETF or your 401k, whatever, everyone's buying Bitcoin. The guy in the street's buying it. Everyone's happy with whatever they got. Some people want more, but everyone who has some feels better. Prices are going up. Everything costs more money, but the people who have adopted Bitcoin are thinking like, "Hey, I'm escaping, the fiat hellhole."
Mhm.
And then what else is on the white pill? I mean, to me, that's the piece that needs to happen. People need to feel like Bitcoin's making my life better. I want more Bitcoin. And you think that happens in 2026? Maybe it does.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? But what you brought up earlier, we were talking earlier today. You brought up King of Dogs by
King of
Andrew
Dogs.
Edwards, and you finished it.
So,
You loved it.
so
What's
good.
the takeaway?
Oh, goodness. I think he has a clear picture on what the world looks like if the scenario I described happens. And
Yeah.
that's the US empire collapses and the tech oligarchs bring in the mercenary forces from around the world to
Mhm.
essentially divide up and conquer, take the spoils. Cities are decimated, innocent people are blamed for the resistance, and the power is continuing to be centralized.
Mhm.
Nobody knows what's really going on. There's so much propaganda that you can't sort through it all. And essentially, you are left to survive in a town or a place that feels like it's cut off from the world. You're not getting any answers. No one's telling the truth. And you have these militant forces that are heavily equipped going through towns and essentially cordoning them off. And the individual is left to either fight and die or find a way to survive. I mean, that's the situation that all the preppers prepare for. They
Yeah.
think it's nuclear war or an EMP, but what if it's not? What if it's a intentional decline, the money is terrible, and there's no way for people to work together to make a society from zero, and so it descends into chaos. At the same time, you have these outside forces manipulating everything.
Mhm.
I mean, it is like the most clear picture of what could happen. King of Dogs. Read it, get
Prophetic.
prepared.
Yeah, it's definitely
No,
prophetic.
not to you, but to the audience. To the audience, read it. It's so good. You
Andrew
turned me
Edwards,
on to it.
King of Dogs. Yeah, buy it now. Buy it for yourself for a Christmas present.
I bought myself his second book, Crowbar, today as a Christmas present. It comes on
Ooh, buddy.
27th.
That is a fun ride. Enjoy that.
Yeah, and I know it's a little disconnected. They're not 100% aligned, but it sounds like it's more the prequel.
Well, same universe, and there's one character at least from King of Dogs that's in it, and I don't want to give anything away to you, but
Yeah, don't give anything away.
you're gonna love it. I want to go back to one passage from King of Dogs, and I think it kind of nails how this came to be, right? In the situation that the protagonist is living through. So he says, little could be expected of anyone at this point. The logical end state of an economic and social worldview that gave primacy to consumption and accepted fraud as the cost of business, while discarding transcendent values altogether in favor of pure mechanical control over nature, was, predictably, an epidemic of spiritual emptiness and a ruin of unaccountability. All is vanity, all is fraud, and while vanity is sad and weak, fraud is far worse. Worse, too, than formal aggression, Grayson thought. Formalized physical aggression presumes terms of surrender. A
Exactly.
man or a collective could surrender rather than die, while fraud, in contradistinction, made killing a necessity of survival. For where there is no room for trust, there can be no truce. And where there is no truce, there is only war. And before Grayson, in the smoldering valley of Moab, the chaotic axiom that killing will follow fraud was everywhere obvious.
I got to read it again. I got to read it again.
I'll reread
And
it right now.
you know what? He wrote
So
that
good.
he wrote
Oh,
that in 2019,
yeah.
and then of course we had the whole thing play out in the years immediately after. And where are we today? We're exactly where he described, where the only way to get ahead is to cheat, where you have your elected officials that are compromised, that are becoming very wealthy because of their insider knowledge, but they can't be held accountable. I mean, where you have elections that, they don't go the way that the people want. I mean,
We literally have a thing called the Pelosi tracker.
dude, yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
but that's just one sliver of what everybody's doing, you know?
what it tells a man or even a young man is the only way to get ahead is to be dishonest.
Yeah,
That's what we're living in today, that you cannot win unless you cheat.
right.
So
But
that's why
the good men hold the line. You know, the good
they
men hold
do,
the line and carry the fire.
but they're few and far between.
McCarthyism. Yes. They're
They're dispersed. The
yeah,
guys that I know that identify like the way we do, we're in random parts all over the country,
just connected online. Online
connected
groups.
online. Like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? How can I help you? I can't, And for my bros, I can't help them.
Mhm.
So you're kind of like a lighthouse. You're a beacon in the
Yeah.
storm,
Yeah.
but you are isolated and you are alone and you are left with, taking care of yourself. So
Yeah.
although there are people that agree with you, no one's coming to save you.
Right.
There's no Gandalf is not riding at sunrise on the fifth day.
Yeah, and that's why I really want to join. There's like this thing called the Old Glory Club, and it's just a
Uh-oh.
bunch of like-minded guys, that want to be like
Sounds
leaders in the community. You help each other, train.
just
Yeah,
ripe to get manipulated, you
yeah,
know? I
yeah.
mean, I would say just don't even maybe do it. I don't know. I wouldn't even want to do that because I think not only can those groups be infiltrated, they can also be they can be the scapegoat. They can be the goat.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if they wanted to false flag something, they could be like, look at this
Hey,
club, this
it's
right wing extremism, you know?
yeah, I think like the most dangerous word is probably militia. That's the most dangerous word.
You know what though? Like militia is the most American thing that can be in existence. I want to join a militia.
It was nice knowing you, dude.
Oh, this is
I
gonna
mean,
AI is gonna scan this video and then flag me as a national security threat.
we're only gonna get 20 views. I think you're okay.
Yeah, I think we lost our views like a long time ago.
But I think you're not wrong in your train of thought. I mean, you're not wrong. Um,
Yeah.
but I think the problem is going to be more fundamental. If we just get enough people to buy Bitcoin, I think that even though that's sort of a trope, that's a cliche, but that is true. Like if we could defund them by
Take money
having
out of the system.
Bitcoin,
Yeah.
yeah, have taking your wealth out of the system and then operating outside of it. I think that's step one. But, America itself is, it's a digital prison, it's a tax prison.
Mhm.
And even if you were to leave, your obligations to the state remain.
Yeah, I'm so disgusted with this tax slavery that we find ourselves in.
I knew I could black pill you, dude. I
Yeah,
knew it would
yeah, yeah.
happen.
Work.
All we have to do
Product
is just
taxes. I've been
be
thinking a lot about taxes lately and how to save money on taxes and how to tax this, tax that. It is the bane of my existence.
just gotta let it go. It all belongs to him anyway. So,
Right. That's right.
but yeah, I hear you, man. I think this is good because, we can help remind people that, even though we might not be in the same town, there are people like us out there.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. This is the resistance, and it's one that's peaceful. It's a peaceful resistance. Like buying Bitcoin is a way to vote in a way that matters.
Yeah, basically right-wing hippies.
Okay. Yeah, without the free love
Yeah, without any of the hippie stuff.
or the drugs or music.
But I mean, in the sense that I think most Bitcoiners want to get off the grid, right? They want to like live off the land. They want to grow their own food.
Mhm.
They want to that type of thing. Not in the free love sense, but in just like the back to the basics, salt of the earth sense, which I think was like the original hippie movement before that got subverted.
Oh, is that see? That's what I'm talking about. Subversion, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
that's where
that's
you get into
probably
Charles Manson stuff. Was Charles Manson was a tool to subvert the hippie movement.
yeah. Oh, goodness. It's a steep hill. We're at the bottom.
We're at the bottom of this hill together, brother, and we're just gonna claw our way to the top and then
You have
back down.
any goals for 2026?
I wrote one goal down, and it was just focus on becoming free and dangerous.
Okay. You got the mustache, so now it's just focus on being free.
Freedom, buying Bitcoin, getting paid in Bitcoin, being unfuckwithable, being able to speak my mind, say what I want, go where I want to go when I want to go there. That's like the freedom, you know. Um, and the dangerous part is just like, I've been kickboxing and doing that, doing some sparring and everything, and I want to get more dangerous with my hands and my limbs, all four limbs, basically.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
maybe mix in some more jujitsu in 2026. Um, and then I want to just train more. I want to go to the range more frequently and hunt a bit more than I've been hunting. Um, so yeah, free and dangerous. I feel like that kind of encapsulates everything. It's a good one sentence thing to keep me on track.
I might have to adopt that goal myself.
Yeah, do
Free and
something that's going to
dangerous.
get you closer to freedom and
Hmm.
become more dangerous. Better, what's the saying? Better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Yeah, that's good. That resonates.
So
I
I'm a
mean, just for
peaceful
the
man.
record,
But you can only be peaceful
right.
if you have the ability for violence.
That's right. That's exactly right. Can't be a pacifist
Right.
when violence is required.
If you're pushed to it, if you're pushed to it, the smartest thing is to avoid it if you possibly can. as much as you possibly can. But
Hmm.
sometimes it just comes knocking on your door. So I want to be ready to defend my family if that type of stuff happens.
Yeah,
You know, gives you
that's
more
good, man.
confidence in the world, walking around
Yeah.
like you can handle yourself.
That's good. And I like it that it's not, the I want to run a marathon or
Yeah,
lose 10 pounds or go to the gym every day. Like
right,
those are all like tactical,
right.
You need something more high level and strategic.
This is directional. It's going to carry me through every single day. I wrote it on a postcard, not a postcard, like an index card, and I have it next to my bed. And I've got a couple psalms written down as well to remind me of those things. Let me see if I can find the psalms because I have them written down here, but I'm not in. Let's see. Uh, mm, I don't know. Maybe I'll dig them up for you later.
Yeah, we can put them in the comments.
Man, it's fun. I'm looking at. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, it's not there. It's crazy the amount of stuff that I search on AI. Like where I go, it's like so schizophrenic.
I'm the same way. I jump from topic to topic. And if
Uh,
I'm talking to the kids or something else, like, yeah, my whole AI chat history is polluted.
um, holy cow. Yeah, okay. I'll find them for you later.
We'll put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Well, what do we do? Should we buy some Bitcoin?
Let's do it, man. Oh, I got a call, sorry, in a couple minutes too. So let's buy Bitcoin and we'll hop off.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's to talk about the mining thing I'm gonna do.
Nice. You should definitely be mining Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I had a best output on my solo miners.
Nice.
All right, buying 21 bucks on strike,
Same, but on river.
87,000. I got 23,000 sats.
There
Make
we
it
go.
rain. There you go.
So we
All right,
hope that
man.
you
Well,
stack sats with us, okay? And if you didn't, then you should stack right now because that's the purpose of this show. You end up with more Bitcoin than you had going into it. So thanks for joining us today. Leave a comment. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button. I always look like such a douchebag when I say it, so I have to lean into the douchiness a bit more.
I think it's good. Yeah, it's very car salesman. All right, dude. Well, have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, brother. And you'll be seeing me post more Christmas choir videos on X. So if you have any more recommendations, send them my way and I'll post them.
All right, I got plenty.
All right, brother. We'll see you.